Federal government has to get their butt moving.
Tough talk from the Premier after he saw Barrie's encampment issue firsthand over the weekend. Thanks for joining us. The City of Barrie's approach to homeless encampments continues to make national headlines. Last week, Premier Doug Ford said he would visit the city, and on Saturday, he did just that. CTV's Luke Samard has been following this for the last few days and joins us live tonight from Barrie City Hall with more. Luke.
Well, Sarah, it wasn't a visit for the cameras, but for the Premier, a first-hand look at some of the encampment issues plaguing the city. And while the media was not invited, we did obtain some footage of the visit.
We were able to really get down to where we believe we need help to, get these encampments gone.
Premier Doug Ford staying true to his word, visiting Barrie over the weekend to see encampments firsthand in the state of emergency declared by Barrie Mayor Alex Nuttall.
These are places where people used to walk their kids in parks, and it doesn't matter where you are in Ontario. Why does less than 1% of the people take over a park for 99% of the population that uses it? It's unacceptable. We're going to move them on. We're going to get them proper housing and shelter.
Pictures and videos obtained by CTV News shows the Premier along with local MPPs as they toured an encampment site near Milligan's Pond outside of the city's downtown core.
I'm tired of these encampments taking over communities. People are terrified to walk down the street because they get harassed for money for drugs. And up in Barrie, E. coli, they're by a creek, they're feces and go in the washroom, and the E. coli is going through the roof. And this is the water people drink.
Mayor Nuttall saying they spoke with a resident and were able to provide immediate support.
One lady that I was able to speak to, and the Premier was able to speak to, kind of saying, there's so much in terms of drugs in there that talking to us, she could be beat up or worse.
With the mayor hopeful, the tour sparks more efforts in removing encampments and providing necessary supports and shelter space to those who need it.
How is the support provided in a way that, it doesn't become a waterfall of funds? So, I think what today gave me hope for was that, we're not in this alone. And quite frankly, I already knew that.
Ford saying there is a zero tolerance for encampments.
I'm not going to tolerate them hijacking a neighborhood, and it's neighborhood by neighborhood. Until you live across from one of these encampments, no one has a clue how they affect the neighborhood. You can't even walk down the street without being harassed.
Mayor Nuttall put the Premier on notice with a letter served to Ottawa Thursday.
I want the Prime Minister to put his boots on the ground here as well, so that he can witness and see how difficult, how dangerous, how unsafe these encampments are. And that's why we need some pretty serious changes to laws to allow us to help these individuals.
CTV News has reached out to the federal government to see what additional resources they can provide. Those requests remain unanswered. Reporting live outside Barrie City Hall, I'm Luke Samard. Sarah, we'll send it back inside to you.
Okay, thanks for that, Luke. Now, a reminder to go along with our dedicated page to the state of emergency. We also have created a poll where you can have your say about how you feel the encampment crisis is being handled here in Barrie. Head to ctvnews.ca/Barrie.